Hello and welcome back to my channel of free trade analysis. If you guys have not yet liked my channel and not subscribed, then please like and subscribe my channel and also click on the bell icon so you guys can receive the regular updates from my channel and have almost 80 to 90% accurate signals every day and the all possible scenarios in the USDJPY pair, Dow Jones, DE30, BTC, and Ethereum. Okay, the Bitcoin analysis and the Ethereum analysis as well. Okay, you guys can go and check out my previous videos for the level of accuracy that we are getting, which is huge, and the amount of profits that we are making together is huge as well. Okay. So let's continue with the USD JPY analysis from where we left off yesterday and the possible scenarios that were given to you. One of our scenarios has been hit in a beautiful way, and we have made a huge profit today in the USD JPY as well. Okay, from here we gave you four possible scenarios. This was the scenario if you guys were a risky trader. This was a scenario if you guys were a cautious trader, and this was a one selling setup, but this was not executed as well. And this was another buying setup which was not executed as well. Okay, so I'm gonna remove the other possible scenarios so you guys can have a clear picture, and we can discuss the scenario that was executed. Okay, so this scenario was executed, and you can clearly see that. Let me delete this as well. You can clearly see that if you guys would have taken a trade of a long trade from here, then you guys could have made a good profit. Okay, so let me just put stop loss just below this candle and check this out, that how much profit you guys could have made over here. Okay, 1 by 1.9. Okay, this is huge in any trading. Okay, this is huge profit that you guys could have made easily. Okay, so what you guys are seeing that USDJPY followed our given scenario and it went bullish straight away, and we are really positive that it is gonna be bullish on Monday as well. Okay, maybe some retracement would take place, but there is a good chance that it would remain bullish for a little while. Okay, so now this is our support zone, even this is a support zone, so I'm going to make this area red. I'm going to take this area over here as this is now our area of resistance, so this would turn into red. Okay, so let me open a 4-hour chart so I can know that where is the area of resistance. Okay, rather we have another area of resistance over here. Okay, this for the last time from where the market fell, so we are gonna mark this area as our area of interest. So we have a huge chance that when the market touches this point and market closes below this point, then maybe we can sell and make a good profit out of it, as this area has been tested twice over here and over here, so and also in the recent time frames, so and even this from here as well. Okay, so this is a huge area of interest for us currently. Okay, so now if we look at the possible scenarios, we're gonna open the 1-hour chart, and if we have to uh, take a buy trade, then we are gonna wait for a little while, and we are gonna be waiting for the market to close above this area, and okay, let me try and make this green. If the market closes above this area, then the market respects this area. Okay, if the market closes above, then respects this area, and then we can go long easily. Okay, something like this. Okay, another selling setup would be that if the market closes above this area, then maybe we can go long straight away. Okay, just like we did today. Now the selling setup. The first selling setup would be like this. That market goes up till here and respects this area. Okay, this is a selling setup, so I'm changing its color. Okay, and market respects this area and closes down. If the market closes down, then we are gonna go short. Okay, that would form a double top from here, and we will go short from here. Okay, and what about another area of interest from where we can go long? Okay, another area of interest where we can go long would be from here. Okay, so if the market goes till this area, oh, sorry, this has been stretched a little. I'm going to mark this area. Let's move green as well. Yes, okay. So this would be our third buying scenario. Okay, even now, even this area is also very down. So would be another area of recent interest. Okay, so if this area is tested and market goes above this area, we will go long. And even if the market tries to test this area, okay, then we will go long as well. Okay, just let me mark this area so you guys can have a better idea as what I am trying to say over here. Okay, so since we do not want to miss any kind of move, so that is why I am marking all these moves. Okay, so this would be possible as well. Okay, now let's see that which scenario comes into play. Okay, so now the next pair that we are gonna analyze would be Dow Jones, the DJI, the Dow Jones Index. So what did the Dow Jones do with us since yesterday? Okay, the areas that we gave to you, were they respected or not? Let us check it out. Okay, so this scenario was not respected. We're going to delete this. Even this scenario was not executed, so we are going to delete this as well. And this scenario as well. So in Dow Jones, I don't think so that any of our scenarios were executed. Okay, so it's okay if none of our scenarios was executed. It's okay. Rather than making a loss, we did not just take a trade because none of our setups were executed in this pair. Okay. Now we are gonna try to predict the next moves in the Dow Jones and hope that those moves will be respected on Monday 22nd of August. Okay. Now these areas are gonna act as resistances, and this would be the most recent area of resistance. Okay. So today's low has been made in the current candle, which is over here. So I'm gonna mark a new area which is over here, but this would be a support zone. Okay, so how we are gonna trade this pair? We are first of all, we are gonna take a look at the 4-hour chart, that what happened over here. Okay, so the 4-hour is currently bullish. Okay, just wait a little. Okay, so all the possible scenarios in the Dow Jones have I have marked the support zones and resistance the resistances for you guys. So currently it has broken this area, so this area would act as the recent resistance. If the market closes below this area, then this area would become the next area of resistance as well. Okay, so now what I am thinking that market might test this area again, and if the market tests this area and closes above, then maybe we can go long from here, okay, on a retest. So it has tested again, it goes up here, it goes back over here again and retests this area, then we will go long. And if the market goes goes till here, okay, then what I would love to say is that this area to be taken out. Okay, so if this area is taken out and this area is tested, and then we have buying opportunity available, so then we will then maybe we can go long from here as well. Okay, so I'm going to mark this second area of buying. Okay, now, what if what if this area is not broken? Okay, what if this resistance area is comes into play? Okay, this is the most recent resistance area. Okay, the setup that I'm gonna be looking at would be something like this for a selling setup. Okay, if the market comes up. Okay, sorry. Market goes up till here. Let me make this in red color so you guys can have a better idea. Yes, and then market goes down somewhere like here. Market if goes up here and tests this area. This is the most recent area, the most recent area of interest. So you guys have to be careful. If this area is tested again and the market closes below this area, then maybe you guys can go short from here as well. Okay, and another short setup that we can look for would be that if this area is broken, okay, then maybe we can go short straight away. Okay, so I'm gonna mark another area of shorting that from here, like this. This would be a risky sell. Okay, if this area is broken and this area is also broken, then we can sell. Okay, so these would be like 1, 2, 3, 4 setups. I hope that one of these setups is gonna be executed, so we will trade accordingly. Okay, now let's move to the next pair, which is DE30 euro. Okay, in this pair, what we are looking at is first of all, let us study if uh, let us study that when yesterday we were analyzing this pair, the market was over here. We were expecting the market to go up and test this area and then go down, but this scenario was not executed. So we are gonna delete this area. Then we expected the market to test this area and go up again. Even this setup was not executed. Then we wanted the market to respect this support zone, but this support zone was also not respected, and market closed below this area, and the setup was not executed as well. Okay. Now the support zones that we had marked previously, this area has been broken already. So now this area but still you can say that this area is just a little bit area of interest, but this area is not in play anymore, so I'm gonna delete this. Now this area is gonna act as a resistance point, and this as well. Okay, So now we are going to look at I'm going to remove this at the 4 hour chart so we can mark few more areas, but yes, this is an area of resistance, but this is too high currently. Okay, now what we are hoping for that if in a double bottom scenario has to be formed and DE has to remain bullish, then it has to respect this area. Okay, so now the trades that I am going to give to you guys would be like this. Okay, so just make sure that you guys follow the trades accordingly. Okay, so the market is currently over here. So what we are gonna do is in order to sell, what we're gonna do first is we're gonna this is the most recent area. So we're gonna wait till the market comes up till here, and then maybe we can short from here. Okay, short from here. Okay, and if market respects this area, okay, that is the case under discussion. Okay, this is a resistance area that has to be respected in the most recent H1 time frame. And if we have to imagine if we have to buy, then we have to respect for this area to be tested. Okay, just wait for a little while that this area would be tested again, and then maybe on a retest, something like this. If this area is tested and retested, then maybe we can go long after it is retested. Okay, and something like this. Okay, so this is a long-term scenario. Maybe it might be executed on Monday or maybe later on. But if you are a risky trader, then maybe you can go long straight from here. Okay, which is this candle. Okay, but if you are a cautious trader like me, then you are gonna wait for this area to be tested at least twice, and when the market goes above this area, then maybe you can go long from here as well. On the other hand, what if the market decides to go down? So if you are a risky seller and the market closes below this zone, then maybe you can go short straight away. Okay, so like this. Okay, market closes below this zone. Okay, and maybe you can go short straight away, but if you are a cautious seller, then you have to wait for a little while. The market has to close below this area, then you guys have to wait for a retest, and this area has to be tested again, this area like this. Okay, this area has to be tested again, and then maybe you can go short once you have the confirmation available from here, from this area. Okay, so this would be the manner in which you are going to take trades in this pair. Now let's come on to the next pair, which is the Bitcoin, the BTC analysis. Now, when we were studying Bitcoin yesterday, the BTC was over here and we gave you a buying setup, but this was not executed. We gave you a selling setup from a double top perspective. This was not followed as well. Then we gave you another selling setup of another double top, but even that was not executed. The only executed setup was a risky setup, which was that if the market closes below this area, which is 23,229, and we just short Bitcoin from there. Okay, so let me remove these arrows, and you can and then we can discuss that how much profit we would have made if we would have taken the risky trade that was executed. Okay. Okay, so only this scenario was executed and it is still going in profit. So let us put up this and okay, something like this. So let us put a stop loss on the top of this previous candle. And now let's see that how much profit we would have made. Well, actually the profit is still ongoing. Oh wow. Sorry. So if you guys were a risky trader and you guys shorted right away when the market closed below this support, then you guys could have made a huge profit of 1 by 9, which is huge. 1 by 9, the risk to reward ratio is intense. So far, the pairs that we have analyzed, we have seen that we have made a huge profits today due to the market's volatility today. So just keep in mind the amount of profit that you guys have made already, and I don't think so that we have hit a stop loss today in comparison to yesterday. Okay, so now let's discuss what can happen tomorrow and what would be the next setup for BTC for tomorrow. As BTC is 24 by 7, its market is always active. I'm gonna mark some new zones. Okay, so the market is over here, its current low is over here. Okay, so I'm gonna mark these zones so you guys can have a clear idea. This area is a support zone. So I'm gonna make this color green. I'm gonna mark another area which is also a recent support zone, which is this. Okay, now we are gonna wait for Bitcoin to respect either of these zones, and if either of these zones are respected, then maybe we can go long. Okay, so I am okay. So this area is now a area of resistance. So this is gonna turn red. Okay, so you guys have to know that we have another area of interest over here. So, and even this is an area of interest, but this area is currently in play. So this is huge right now. So we have to wait and watch that what the market is doing with us. Okay, so this area is being respected in today. Okay, so I'm gonna make another short-term resistance zone, which is this, rather this. Okay, so what is happening right now is that in BTC we are looking over here that this area is being respected and we could have shorted from here. Okay, so now what are we gonna do is that if this area is again tested and respected again, then we can go short from here. Okay, so and another setup would be if the BTC goes up till yes this area, as this area has not been respected or tested recently. So this area might be tested in a retracement kind of manner. So if this area is tested, then maybe you can go short from here, or even if this area is just tested, and maybe we can go short from here. And if we are a risky seller, then maybe if the market closes below this area, then maybe we can just sell straight away. Okay, but what if the BTC decides to go up? Okay, then the setup that is gonna come into play would be something like this: that the BTC is goes up, pushes up this from this area. I'm going to make this trade green, and then the market tests and respects this area again. Okay, this area is respected again, and then this area, and then we have some good green candles closing, then we can go long. Okay, and we can maybe book profits in a buying setup as well. Okay, so let's wait and watch that what the BTC is gonna do tomorrow. So these would be our current setups right now. Okay, let me just open the 4 hour chart and just make sure that in the 4 hour chart we are not yet in a selling setup, but in the 1 hour chart we are in a selling setup. The chart has flipped in the EMAs. Okay, in the 4 hour as well, it is very close that the EMAs are gonna cross over very soon. Okay, so now let's go to the Ethereum analysis, ETH. Okay, so what happened on Ethereum from where we left off yesterday? The market was over here. We mentioned if the market closed above, then maybe we can go long, but this was not executed. This was not, both of these buying setups were not executed. Okay. And what about this selling setup? The market closed below, and then market to respect this area and then go down. No, even this was not executed. Okay, so we're going to remove this, and now we are going to have a fresh analysis of Ethereum for all of you guys. So we have to see that what is the Ethereum gonna do with us next. So I'm going to mark the all previous supports and resistances according to their places. So this area is also now acting as a resistance currently. Okay, so today's support lies somewhere over here. I'm gonna mark this green. Now I'm going to open the 4 hour chart to further identify the supports. Okay, this is a support zone, and another support zone is over here. Okay, these supports are very important to know that from where we can have our possible trades. Okay, after this, I'm gonna mark another support zone, which is gonna be somewhere around here. And the last support zone that we are gonna have is here. Okay, so just wait and watch that what the Ethereum is gonna do with us. Okay. There is a good chance that market can rise from here, but we have to be careful and we have to be very cautious. Okay. So now currently what we can look is that the a kind of a double bottom is being made. So maybe we can go long from here as well and make a quick profit of 1 by 1.3. The market has tested this area and market sorry. If the market has market tests this area, which is going to test, and then the market closes above, then maybe we can go long. Okay, This would be one of the scenarios. Okay. I think this would come over here for today. So what else we can do is the next thing that we can do is that the selling setup that we are gonna be looking for would be a double top. Okay, so the market goes up and tests this area. Okay, I'm gonna turn this into red so you guys can know that this is a selling setup that I'm giving, and market closes below this area, then maybe you can go short from here. Okay, so this and even this area is of interest. No, this is another area of interest, which is 1738. I'm gonna mark this area as well for you guys. 1738, 37, 38. Okay, so another selling setup would be like this. That if the market comes up to this area and closes below something like this, then maybe we can go short from here as well. Okay, so this would be another selling setup. Risky selling setup would be that if these areas are broken, especially this area, if this area is broken, then maybe we can go short straight away. Okay, so any one of these setups might be executed, and if we are a risky buyer as well, then maybe we can go long. If this area is broken, maybe we go long straight away. Okay, so but this is highly unlikely, but you never know what might happen, so you have to be ready for all the setups that can happen tomorrow. Okay, so just be careful and be cautious. Always manage your risk accordingly and do not risk more than you afford to lose. And if you like the analysis for all the pairs, just let me know in the comments section. And if you guys want me to do any other pair, let me know as well. Okay, just remember to like my channel, like my video, and subscribe as well. And also click the bell icon. Okay, thank you, and that's all for today.